Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Right to the air is Carr.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack. Carr, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Adams. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. They'll put Fuller in motion right. After the sack on first down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This will be fielded at the 17. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
They're on the 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
A gain of 14. First down, Browns.
Maybe a free play for Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing on third down, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
93.
Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Adams, the man in motion left. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Watson's pass complete to Amari Cooper. A gain of 12.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st down, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the red zone now, Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Carr now on 1st down. And And this one is incomplete.
The Raiders had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4, and they'll send the slot in motion left. 93. Again, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Carr to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Watson. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And the Browns first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Woods in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Raiders 7.
Maybe time for 1 play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 27. 1st down.
Watson on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's does a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And the Browns first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go with Chubb on second down. Down to the 25. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To try again after the sack. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, the left side throw complete to Adams. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Adams the man in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
To Josh Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Now Carr again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
What now?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Browns.
Chubb on the counter. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. Watson now to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards.
First and goal.
Here's Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
Touchdown, Browns! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
93. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they are just not going to let